Last 16, second leg, West Ham taking on AEK Larnaca to book their place in the quarterfinals. This is the big match preview. Joining me tonight, the one and only Graham. Hello, mate. How you doing?
All right, mate, not bad, you?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. It's yeah. Thanks for coming on, for making
Oh,
your
my
big
debut.
match preview, the
Huh?
new format debut. You've been
Yes,
on it
yeah,
many a time before.
yeah. In the new format. No, thanks for having me on, mate. Thanks for having me.
That's all right. It's always good.
I was starting to get a bit of a complex.
That's it, mate. Going into this one foot in the quarterfinal already with that 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
Do you see this being a tricky game, or do you just think it's done and
Um,
dusted already?
I think if we defend how we did the last 15-20 in the
Hmm.
first leg, it could be tricky because we was in control of that game. We sort of opened the door a little bit for
Yeah.
them. I thought give them a little bit of a sniff, a little bit of hope.
Hmm.
Um, I think if we put the side out, which we'll go into in a bit, that
Mm.
I think we should go. I think we could have the game sort of sewn up by half time
Yeah.
if we put a strong side out. So if we're on our game 110%, no slip ups like the first leg, don't allow 'em a sniff or an opportunity to get back into the tie, then I think it could be over by half time.
Yeah, I'm sort of with you on that. I think if we approach the game in the professional and right manner, get this game then dead and buried. I think an early goal for us will
Mm,
probably put this game to bed quite quickly. Like you said, the chances that we gave them in the first leg, all right, yeah,
mm.
we did take our foot off the gas. It wasn't really a full throttle performance,
No.
but the worry for me, if we have that attitude going into the start of this game,
Mm.
is the inconsistency in our performance this year and the individual errors that we see week in, week out at the moment with some of the players could creep
Yeah.
in. And, as much as an early goal for us will probably put this game to bed, an early goal for them will lift their spirits
Yeah.
and make this game very, very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it'll certainly make us the fans nervy. I think
Mm,
if they were to nick an early goal or a goal before half time. Anyway, it certainly makes the second half a little more nervy.
yeah.
But again, I thought the opportunities that they had in the first leg wasn't anything that they particularly created. It was down, like you say, individual errors or mistakes on the ball, playing in silly
Mm.
areas, which caused us the problems.
See,
Um,
with you saying with the fans, you look at we were both at the game, obviously Sunday.
mm,
It seemed a little flat. We both commented like before
yeah.
the game and the build up, and then during the game it was very, very flat. It was a very nervous
Well,
atmosphere.
we said, didn't we, as we was going into the ground, the atmosphere did seem a little weird, didn't it?
Mm.
A little strange.
Yeah.
Um,
If you add to the fact to that, rumours are there's over 30,000 tickets unsold for this fixture. Add on top of that, there's a rail strike leading into this
mm,
game. Could the possibility of a half-empty stadium go against us? Especially if we do go a goal down with the fans sort of turning on the manager in a way. Look, at no point I feel the fans turned on the team on
not
Sunday,
certainly,
but they
no, no,
did turn
no.
on the
But
manager.
I think it was maybe I don't know. The players might have misconstrued the booing. It wasn't aimed at them.
Mm.
It was more aimed at the manager, I think. But again, there was some promising signs there Sunday. We played. We were the better side, I thought.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
But just little wasteful in front of goal. I mean, we got the penalty, but we had what were the stats? Something like 17 shots.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
how many saves did Martinez have to make?
and
Really?
that's the worry. We're creating these chances, and when you look back, their goal, Kera took a lot of stick in their goal and his performance overall. But I think when you look back at the goal, I think he's very, very poor for Maguire. He shouldn't be beaten by Watkins
Mm,
the way he was in the positioning that Aguerd had. Kera was caught in two minds. I said,
yeah.
we weren't on the post match reaction, but we said quite a lot. The cover from Bowen on that side was very
Yeah.
limited.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I was saying to you, wasn't I, during, like in the stadium, like during the game, that
mm,
we were sort of getting opened every time they came forward. We seemed to be getting opened up down the right a bit, but again, I don't think Bowen was giving Kehrer as much protection in front of him as he should have. Maybe I'm being harsh there. I don't know, but that's how I saw it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, no, I'm with you, mate. I saw it sort of, in a similar vein. It's I just didn't think there was enough support, um, and people tracking the runners. But you know, we got the point.
mm,
We should have had three. It was 2 points wasted with that.
yeah,
Again,
it was an
this
improved
game,
performance. It was an improved performance.
yeah, this game could be a welcome distraction.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that there shouldn't really be any. We're in a commanding position in the tie. I think they just need to go out, relax, play the football we know they can play. We have seen little flashes of it this season. Not enough for my liking, but
Mm.
if we play how we know we can, then I can see us running out comfortable winners.
Yeah,
And that's
I
no
can as well,
disrespect to
mate.
Larnaca at all.
No, 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 exactly, and I think you're right in what you're saying there. They're coming into this game. They actually played on Monday night, so they've got
Mm,
less rest coming into this fiction than what we have.
mm,
They lost their game, so they're coming into this game off the back of two defeats. Now it's a bit weird how the Cypriot League works. They're now in the sort of, I think, a six-team playoff.
yeah, it's like
The
a
top two
championship
teams
playoff,
in this
isn't it? Yeah.
playoff qualify for the Champions League qualifiers, and then the third and fourth place team get, I think, Europa League or Europa Conference League
Mm,
qualification. So they're going to be wanted to be pushing for a Champions League qualifier spot.
mm,
So they're going to have to win all their remaining games in this little mini league. Now, bearing in mind they're 2-0 down, it could play in our favour that they did get beat and need to win their next game in the
mm.
league, which is 3 days after this one. So it could possibly play in our favour that they may see this as you know a bit of a dead rubber.
Yeah, I mean, if they're pushing for the championship in their domestic league, they'll probably have one eye more on that than this. Like you say,
Mm.
maybe they'll see it. Losing at home. Maybe they. I mean, no, I don't think as professionals they'll come out and play like it's a dead rubber. They'll still give 100%. But maybe in their mind they've got one eye on one of the championship playoffs.
So going into that, looking at us approaching this game, as we've both said, we want us to approach it in the right manner.
Mm.
Take me through the starting 11 that you like to see for this one.
Okay, I'll tell you, I went through a couple of versions of this team. I was like, oh yeah, that's good, and then I was like, nah, scrub that out, put him in. Obviously, Ariola in goal, speaks for itself. Back four, I've got Emerson left back, Aguerd Bonner as the centre halves, and Kehrer as right back. One holding, Rice, obviously. This is where I was sort of torn with a couple of players. I've gone for a three of Ben Rama on the left, Cornet on the right, and Paquetá, and then Scamacca and Ings up top. And I
Fair play,
think
mate. Fair play.
with that three, I think Cornet, I think he looked very lively when he come on in the first leg.
Hmm.
I thought. Well, I mean, apart from getting caught offside a few times, he looked quite lively against Villa as well. So I think he could be the supply for Scamacca, and of course we
Yeah.
all know what Ben Rama can do down the left, very tricky. So I
Hmm.
think with those two we can get some quality crosses into the box for Scamacca, and Ings there to play off of him, and Paquette as your player coming from deeper to
Yeah.
to join in with the attack.
I've gone for Ariola in goal. I've gone Johnson's coming at left back to get a good game time.
Mm,
Zuma and Ogbonga Ogbonna as the two centre halves with
mm,
Emerson as the left back. That's what I prefer to see. But realistically, I've got a funny feeling he'll probably start Creswell again. Who, to be
yeah.
fair, didn't do much wrong in the first leg. I've gone for Suchek as my holding midfielder
Mm,
to partner in the midfield with Paqueta. And then I've gone for Benrahma down one side, Bowen down the other, and I've also gone for Scamacca and Ings up top. You
mm,
know, I feel that if he doesn't start Scamacca in this game,
Mm.
I think he's crazy. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
especially as we're 2-0 up.
And his scoring record in Europe this year has been good.
Mm, yeah,
So,
you know,
but yeah, I think he's got to start Scamacca. I think
yeah,
if he doesn't start Scamacca, then it's obvious that he just really doesn't see him fitting in anywhere
no,
in the team.
no. And what I do, depending, because obviously Downs is suspended for this one.
Mm,
Antonio, Fabianski, and Soufal probably look like they're going to miss out. If Antonio's back available,
mm,
then I would have said an Antonio Scamacca front two. You know,
mm,
just to see what they're like playing as a double. But again, I want to see the Ings partnership. But I think
mm,
if we can get that early goal and put this game to bed, I think it's a good game to then look to bring Cornet on at half time. You
mm.
know, at least give him 45 minutes, swap him and Ben Rama about, you
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
obviously try and get some minutes for, is it, I can never pronounce his name, Mbama?
Palmer.
Yeah, you know, the
Yeah,
young lad, get him some more
yeah,
minutes as well. Maybe like, you know, one of the other, like, I think is it Ollie Scars
yeah,
who played, you know, in the. I think give these players some game time, especially if we're in that position where we get to half time, the game's done and dusted. You know, we've got a 1-0 lead or a 2-0 lead, which puts it 3 or 4-0 in aggregate over
mm,
the night. Then blood these youngsters. You know,
yeah,
still
yeah,
have a core of a strong side, but
yeah.
give the youngsters a bit more time.
Yeah, I mean the reason I went for Cornez, I think he needs some minutes under his belt,
Hmm.
especially since we've got a sort of break between this one and the Southampton game. I think he needs the minutes. Um, also, I just want to see us put a strong side out, try and get the game put to bed early, and then, like you say, we can start maybe second half hour here, 20, 25 minutes here for some of the youngsters, maybe.
Mm. Yeah, and you know, again, that's no disrespect to Larnaca. It's just feel I think the first leg showed that we are a more superior side. You
Mm,
know, in the fact that we never got out of second gear, especially in that second half, and
mm,
we gifted them a lot of chances, and they still didn't take them. But professional approach in the first half,
mm,
get this game wrapped up, and you know, get some minutes for players. You know, I'd like to see Lanzini come on. I thought he played
mm.
all right in the first leg. You know, again, I've chosen Paqueta, and Souček midfielders. I want to get this game done and dusted in the first half. You know, and
I
then
believe you
bring the likes
pronounced
of
it right
Lanzini
first
and that.
time there, mate. Commentator says it's Paquetá.
I'll say it's Paqueta. I'm sure. I'm sure the way the subtitles will bring this up in the when people are watching it, it'll be completely different.
Yeah, yeah,
As
yeah.
someone commented last week, the accents on this lot are absolutely amazing. But yeah, so going into this one, you know, I think, like you said, professional, got to be disciplined, got to get the job done. What is your
Yeah.
score prediction for Thursday?
I'm going to go for 2-0 again. I think we'll see it out first half. I think 2-0.
That's it, mate.
Um,
That's good, good, good. I'm a similar ilk, but I'm going to think it's going to be a lot more comfortable. I do feel that they're going to have one eye on their league fixture, um, and I think if we do get that early goal, I think it will be game, set, and match.
mm,
So I'm going to go a nice, comfortable 3-0 win. So let's hope one of us is right.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll say 2-0. But like I say, if we can get the game put to bed early and then get some of the youngsters on and some of the players who don't get so many minutes in the league, then that'll be a good night's work for me.
Hmm. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. So yeah, right. So everyone in the comments, let us know your score predictions and what you'd like to see the starting 11 for this game. I will be. Well, we won't be back at the weekend because obviously our game against City is postponed due to their FA Cup
FA
commitments.
Cup,
So
yeah.
we'll be back on Friday night pint. There will obviously be some stuff going up on the channel during the international break, so make sure you check all that out. And I will be back with a big match preview for the build up to the Southampton game. So thank you very much for joining me. Great. One thing
Thanks
you
for
have
having
to
me on, mate.
say, come on,
Come
you
on,
Irons.
Lions.